All right, here we are. Just being cool.
Ooh, is that an accent?
Just Katie and JK, just being cool. I don't know. I can't repeat. The thing about accents is like I could probably do it once, but I can't repeat the accent. Give me your best accent right now.
We're going on an adventure.
Was that Australian?
I don't really know what it is.
All right. Sounds good. So where do we start? You want to start with the results? Like where we're at? Because Kurt and I always have a problem with this.
You know what? You're the host and you can do whatever you want. It feels so good.
Is this a thing? Like you felt like you were the host that other time? Like Tripp wasn't helping at all? He wasn't hosting? I thought you guys were co-hosting.
Okay, now me and him were co-hosting, but like when you're here, you're the person that makes it flow.
You feel relaxed?
I feel very relaxed.
I need you guys to do more, like more tasks. I don't know. I'm going to have you guys buy my hair products from CVS or something like that.
The problem with you is you'll say that.
I know.
And then you take the task back.
Well, the truth is that now we've got a whole team of people that are helping us, and I don't really do much anymore other than show up here.
Well, that's nice.
And I can't believe you don't think it's that hot in here because it's 1,000,000 fucking degrees in here right now.
Says the guy with a beanie on.
All right, so I am an atrocious 11-19.
Where'd you go this week?
1-2. Felt great. I had who did I hit? Oh, the Steelers, of course. And then I lost with the Bengals, and I lost with the Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One hurts more than the other.
Kurt, 16-14. Okay, but I'm actually not that far off from him. A couple good weeks, and I'm right back in it. And I'm probably going to start doing shit like making 5 picks when you guys only have 3. So be prepared for that.
That's not allowed.
Sure it is. You just said I'm the host. Everything flows when I'm here. I'm flowing into 5 picks when you guys have 3 to try to catch up so I don't have to do something stupid at the end of the season. That's how it works. And then you two, you are 3-6, but 2-1, the last pick you made.
Yeah.
You guys had that great show together with you and Tripp, election night show. And he is 6-2, which I'm not okay with because something I don't never want to hear the end about. It's coming. These guys are when he comes in here next week, it's gonna be bad.
No, you're gonna go 3-0 this week, and I'm gonna go 3-0. So I'm gonna be right back in the thick of it.
I like that. 3-0, you'd be 6-6.
I'll take that 500.
So preparedness for this week. I told you I'm very prepared. I've got multiple robots that help me with things at this point. Robots that vacuum my floor. I don't even do it anymore. Now I got robots that help me prepare for this show.
You have lots of notes.
I know.
I'm actually intimidated.
All right. Here's the one I'm going to start with. This was not a robot note. I was watching the pre-games on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
Guy's having a great season. He had 2 touchdowns this weekend, so this doesn't have anything to do with this, but I was watching a thing where he and his agent were so concerned about the tush push that he has no incentives based off of him scoring touchdowns. They're all, how many games did he play? How many yards does he rush for? How many actual attempts does he have? Receptions, everything. Nothing about touchdowns because they knew they were going to be hijacking touchdowns from him in the red zone.
So it's really funny you just said that. I didn't know it was a thing between the two of them, but I saw a clip on Instagram yesterday, and they were talking about not in regards to like no incentives, but they were just talking about how he is upset or whatever that he doesn't get the ball because of the tush push. But then they showed the clip from the game, I guess, on Sunday where he was like all am telling them to do the tush push. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, they got the touchdown, so it is what it is.
That team is playing on another level right now, I think. And that guy is just...
First down, Dawgs.
The New York sports teams, I mean, I guess I didn't really want to talk about this, but, like... Could it get worse? Is it going to get worse, you think? It's definitely going to get worse before it gets better.
You mean the New Jersey, New York sports teams?
No, don't do that. Well, they're New York teams.
I'm totally a Bills fan now.
You fucking flop around like nothing I've ever seen with these teams.
No, so truly on Sunday after the Jets game, we're waiting for that table to the Chiefs-Bills game to watch. And me and my friends, all Jets fans, talking about just how bad it is and how much it sucks to be a Jets fan fully, because it's heartbreak. And then you're just disgusted. And we're about to watch a Chiefs-Bills game. And we're like, let's be a freaking Bills fan now. But
that's convenient.
We have to commit and like go to Buffalo and fall through a table and become part of Bills Mafia. Otherwise,
you're a phony.
We're bandwagon.
I still think you're bandwagon, but you could do all those things, and that would be for the rest of our enjoyment. I'd love to see it. You can't go. That's another thing too. Is like I'm all for like maybe switching. I mean, I just right now with the Jets is like I just don't want to talk about them.
I agree.
I don't want people to confront me about them because I don't even think about them anymore.
Yeah.
I barely watch the games at this point. When I do watch, I'm disappointed. So it's like it's not even a thing right now. But if you're going to switch teams, you can't switch to a team that's like a front runner to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, so that's completely fair, fine, whatever. But you know that I do root for teams. Like, I love watching the 49ers.
Yeah, all the good ones.
I'm still watching right now. They're not good.
Okay.
I've loved Cincinnati through their heartaches.
Okay.
Even rooted for them last year when Burrow went out after 3 freaking weeks.
But they're all relatively good.
Who you want me to pick? The Panthers?
Yeah.
Where's the enjoyment in that?
I don't want.
The whole point is to stop suffering.
You got to catch them on the way up. That's the only way you could do it.
Oh, Fangul. Who's on the way up? I mean, the Pats out of nowhere winning some games?
Yeah, no. And also, you can't do that.
Because they're in the same division.
If you were ever came in here and said, you know what? I really like Drake May. I'm a Patriots fan. You would be off the show completely.
No, I don't. I couldn't.
But I think it's interesting because this week the games are rough. A lot of people on by. Not a lot of great games. But this past weekend might have been the weekend of all weekends in the NFL. I can't remember a weekend with so many big matchups and good games.
So many. Not since like that. Oh, was it Wild Card weekend?
Yeah.
That 1 year, 2 years ago?
That
phenomenal.
was the Bills-Chiefs game.
But phenomenal. And another good game, too. I forget the other one, but yeah, same weekend.
You had the Eagles coming back in the fourth quarter against the Commanders. That was a heartbreaker for the Commanders because I really like them. I'm rooting for them. Brutal.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is awesome.
Unbelievable. And to think, could have been a Giant. But Tommy DeVito ruined it, and now Tommy DeVito's back, and he's going to ruin whoever else.
Tommy DeVito didn't ruin it.
He did.
No. Have you not been seeing the video has been floating around about the GM, the Giants GM, before this draft that just happened, where Jaden Daniels was there. He's asking his family, oh, who should we get, blah, blah.
That was on Hard Knocks.
It was?
Yeah, that was on
I didn't
Hard
watch
Knocks.
Giants Hard Knocks. It's trash too.
Yeah, that was on Hard Knocks, and he was...
And he did it. His son kept telling him, trade up, do whatever, get him.
Well, if you keep watching Hard Knocks, he tried to trade up.
Oh, he did.
And that was a whole big thing that, they were like, Daniel Jones, did they ruin him by that? Because they were trying to trade with the Packers to get Drake May. But whatever, it's over for the Giants. See you in a few years. They got to... I don't know. Like, did the GM and the coach make it through? It's going to be interesting.
I'm surprised that they haven't made moves like the Jets have yet.
Yeah. It's coming. The axe is coming. What else? What other good games? I mean, the Lions, we're going to talk about them in a minute because I'm going to pick them for sure. Just fucking dominant. 52-6. Who else? What was the big game for you this weekend?
Oh, my God. The Cincy game.
Chiefs,
Bills was good. It was good, but I think the Cincy
took it all.
Chargers game was phenomenal.
Yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Bengals, though.
I feel how this poor man, he leads the NFL in yards, touchdowns, and quarterback ranking first in all of them. And he only has 4 interceptions. We're going into week 12. He only has 4 interceptions on the season. He's tied 53rd, super low.
Yeah.
And they cannot win a game. It is devastating. Chase, too. I mean, Chase is having a good year, too.
They're still in it. They're going to get there. I feel like they're going to get there.
They have to. Honestly, football gods, do not torture this man. Like, let him get to the freaking...
I think the teams that have that same record is who else, right? The Dolphins, I think. The Colts. They're all at that same record. They're the best team of the teams with that record.
For sure. I think they're more deserving than the other two.
And the Chiefs-Bills rivalry just continues to be amazing.
So good.
Mahomes went over 30,000 yards in that game, which is crazy. The guy's just getting started.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's so young still.
It's insane.
I think that we obviously know the refs always mess up. This season, though, maybe one of the worst seasons yet.
It almost feels on purpose.
It's sometimes, because it's always with the Chiefs.
It almost feels, or the Steelers.
It's really weird.
Chiefs and Steelers are definitely getting some advantageous calls every single weekend.
Or like catches that aren't catches.
Mm-hmm.
That one catch in the Chiefs game was...
No way.
No way. Like, it wasn't even aided by the ground, like assisted by the ground. Wasn't even that. It fully was on the ground and then hit into his chest, and they called it a catch.
Crazy.
Hate
like,
that.
what happens? What's the repercussions for those refs? Like, they definitely get reviewed, and I think they get scored at the end of every game and at the end of every season. But, like, do they make less money? Do they get penalized for missing calls like that? What do you know about it?
I don't know. Wait, so back... I don't remember if it was last season, the season before, but there was that one ref that was making really bad calls. He got pulled for, it was in the playoffs.
The playoffs.
He got pulled that he can't do playoff games anymore.
Maybe
so I
he's the
guess
one-
there's penalties.
Maybe he's the one making all these calls now.
Then you got to get fired.
It's time to go.
Time to go.
You got to go back to ref school. Also, reffing, that's a word, you think?
What is the, I don't know what that's called when ing is at the end.
Reffing a game? Refereeing?
Oh, it's probably refereeing.
Reffing and mathing, those are your two.
Mathing is a word.
No, it's not.
It's in Urban Dictionary.
Absolutely not a word. All right, well, we're going to make some picks. I guess I got to start because I'm terrible. Even though 3-6, you actually might have a worse record technically, but that's all right. I'm going to go first. I'm going to try something here today. I'm going to try a new little just scheme. These haven't been working all season, but eventually they got to work, right? No? All right. Lions.
The schemes haven't been working for you.
Colts. Lions, Colts. Detroit Lions do not let up on teams, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. He's got no issue leaving the starters out there. They're running up the scores. They're piling on the points. All those guys are in the MVP hunt at this point. I'm going with the over, which is the highest over, 50.5 in this game.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anthony Richardson had a nice, decent game against the Jets. I'm taking the over in the Lions-Colts game, 50.5. And also, this weekend, I'm doing an anytime touchdown, same game parlay with Gibbs, Montgomery, and St. Brown.
Okay.
It's my first pick.
So
Over 50.5, Lions,
I
Colts.
have the same pick. However, that's not the line anymore.
You saw my paper.
It's 49.5. So
whatever.
That's
I'm going
what
50
I'm
and a half.
going to say. Okay, I'm going to take what is said right before I said
Okay.
that. Lions, Colts, over 49.5. For all the reasons you just said. The Lions have been destroying people when it comes to points. Their coach will not let them ever let down. He wants to murder everyone. He comes for their throats. And the Colts have been putting up a lot of points.
Yep. I think two things. The Colts are putting up a lot of points. And then I think that the Lions defense, when they do stop the Colts, they're going to be in good field range. So, I feel good about that game as a whole. I hate that you fucking got that pick in that quick because now I got to talk more again. All right. Next game, Eagles and the Rams. The Eagles are one of the top 5 most dominant teams in the NFL right now. I think that on the other side, there's very few defenses that can stop Kupp, Nakua, Williams. The Eagles defense is good, but that's a powerhouse of a team. On the other side, the Eagles is what can you say? The offensive line is great. The receivers are awesome. Saquon's having an amazing year. I'm going the over in this game also. 50.5 points.
That line changed too. I saw that.
Two games in a row. over 50.5.
You're
Two
wild.
highest.
Is this your scheme?
Might be.
Huh.
Might be.
Okay. Second pick. Oh, this is wild, but I just feel it in my bones. I'm going to take the Giants plus 5.5 at home
Get out.
versus
Get the
the
fuck out.
Bucks because it's like a new coach. Like when the interim coach comes in after a coach gets fired, they always win the game. The Tommy DeVito effect. People are amped right now. It's at MetLife.
This is because you're Italian, isn't it? This is the only reason you're doing this?
No,
Sounds
I
like
think
it.
it's a thing.
No.
100%. And the Bucks, I love Baker. Fine, I do. But they have been up and down versed. Good teams, bad teams. They're not consistent. I think that the Giants are going to be amped for a win.
I'm going to tell you right now that Sunday morning is going to come around and you're going to be on your DraftKings app or whatever you use, and you're going to have to click the button that I chose the New York Giants, and you're going to feel really bad about yourself on Sunday morning. Like you're going to need an extra spin class or like an extra avocado toast, whatever the fuck you healthy people do to get through that, to wash that out of yourself, because that's brutal.
Hey, we'll see.
All right. Last pick for me. This week I'm only taking 3 picks. Next week I'm probably going to take 5.
Okay.
So we've got the Ravens and the Chargers.
You're picking hard games.
Ravens and the Chargers. The Harbaugh game.
Yep.
Amazing storyline. It's
Love
Monday
that.
Night Football. I hate picking Monday Night Football games. I got to wait all weekend to know my record. Must-win game for the Ravens after that Steelers game, which why can't the Ravens beat the Steelers? Also, Lamar Jackson, tale of 2 seasons every single year. We're in the second half of the season. He looks human again.
Madoff.
The Chargers, tremendous output in the Bengals game on Sunday night. Herbert, not being talked about that much, putting up insane numbers.
They played very well.
Insane numbers. You got Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Monday Night Football. I'm going over 50.5 points in this game. So I've got
All the games that have technically 49.5.
Lions, Colts,
50.5.
over 50.5. Eagles, Rams, over 50.5. And Ravens, Chargers, over 50.5.
That's crazy.
Let's see.
The Ravens Chargers one makes me the most nervous.
That's going to be, I mean, despite a shitty weekend of games for the most part, those 2 games are going to be decent. The Rams and the Eagles, and the Ravens and the Chargers.
Ravens and Chargers will be good. Just because it's the brothers.
Monday night, it's Thanksgiving week. We got everybody in next Tuesday. It's just going to be nice.
Fun times.
Be a nice week. Sourdough bread, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sourdough bread.
Thought that was coming today, but whatever.
It's coming. All right, my last pick. Houston. God, this is such a high number. But Houston, minus 8.5 at home versus the Titans. So, CJ, talking about looking human. Houston looked human for the first half of the game versus Dallas. Like, I actually thought in the first quarter that Dallas might actually win that game. And then I went to bed and I woke up and all was right in the world.
Well, Joe
because
Mixon was amazing.
Mixon is amazing.
Yeah.
But CJ looked a little normal, looked a little human. I think, though, they'll put on this week. They're going to come back. They're going to get it together. Minus 8.5.
No faith in Will Levis or Will Levis, whatever the fuck his name is.
Levis, right?
like that.
You guys talked about it, and now I don't even know his freaking name.
The Texans are an interesting team. I thought they were going to have everybody thought this was going to be a huge year for them. And the Cowboys, I can't really use them as a metric to say if they're good or not because the Cowboys are terrible.
Bad.
There's another team. I don't understand. How is that guy still the coach this morning? Should not be.
I don't know. But I can tell you that everybody wishes you could fire an owner because everyone wants Jerry Jones gone.
I could see you eventually one day being a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I will never be a Dallas
I
Cowboys
could see
fan.
it. I could see it. I could see it.
Never. I was never. Even when Tony Romo was there. No.
What about Troy Aikman? That was before your time?
Before my time.
Emmett Smith. All right, we did it. So I've got all those 50.5 overs. What do you got?
I got over.
Well, too bad. No one's going to know. Isn't that such like a refreshing beep?
Also, why is it 15 minutes? I thought it was.
If it's 2 people, it's only 15 minutes. It's 20 if it's 3.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's 20. Yeah, it's 20 if it's 3. And then next week, maybe we'll do a half hour. Just to be, because Sean's going to spend at least 10 minutes talking about his fucking record. I'm sure. All right.
Oh, I hate when we can't talk about football.
So next week, everybody's here. What else?
The gang is back together.
And, hopefully Kurt will be here. His kid will be done puking by then. He was here a few minutes ago.
Hopefully he's not puking.
Ran out of here. Yeah, good point. If he's puking, stay home again. What else? We got to do something special for Thanksgiving. We're not doing the hats.
Besides me bringing bread.
Yeah, that's actually might be special enough.
It's kind of special. Because we can't take shots anymore.
Sure we could.
You're going to drink. Oh, you could take what you call it? Shot.
Or I'll do like 2 zins in a shot glass and see what happens.
Ew.
All right.
Don't do that. Don't get on that movement,
No.
please.
You know what's funny? I just told the whole story, and the other one, we could tell it here, is that I had to buy them for someone on Saturday, right? And I've been interested in, because I know there's, a big deal with those now. They're selling out everywhere.
Yeah.
So I went to the store, smoke shop or whatever it is, which is something I never do, to buy them for somebody. And they just look so cool. This little thing looks so cool, I feel like, to me. I like the branding. And then I saw coffee, and I saw that there was, a lower dosed one than the one that the person wanted. And I was like, I got to get one of these. And then I got them, and I was at the Kava place in Massapequa, and I was telling everybody I'm going to do it. Yeah, I don't think it really has a smell to it. I was telling everybody, I'm going to do these. I'm going to try these out just to try it. Not that I'm going to get addicted to it. You're not going to be able to open that, especially with your nails. So
the whole thing comes off.
There's a guy in there who's like, do you smoke cigarettes? I said, no. He said, have you ever vaped before, nicotine? And I said, no. He's like, so you've never smoked cigarettes and you've never done a vape or what's the thing called? Dip? He's like, do me a favor. He's like, don't try those. There's no reason for you to try those fucking things.
It's true, though. It's so stupid to me. Anything, if you are not a cigarette smoker trying to quit or trying to not smell like shit, why are you vaping out of nowhere?
Yeah. No, I don't vape.
Zinning, who?
I don't vape.
No, I know you don't, but I'm just saying, to his point,
yeah,
you would have just started because it does smell good.
So we were all going to try him on the last one. Kurt tried it. It was burning his lip. He couldn't do it. Jesse fucking did it for 30 minutes, and he was falling asleep over here. And then when we all did it, I took one out, and I threw it behind my back like a white girl not trying to take a shot at a bar. And they thought for 20 minutes it was in, but it wasn't. All right.
No one saw you throw it on the floor?
Nope.
Oh, my God. They're so stupid.
All right. That's it. First down, Dogs.
Take it deep.
Whoa. Have you ever said that before?
First down, Dogs.